Carty, how are you feeling after that one?
No, really disappointed. Big opportunity for us today. Great conditions for footy. Look, a lot of effort. Worked really hard on our try line for long periods of time, but you know it was us who put ourselves in that position. So yeah, we can't beat anyone when we just gift the opposition so much possession.
I don't know what it ended up at, but the error count seemed high again today. What do you put that down to?
Yeah, I don't really know, mate. It's just, yeah, we've lacked consistency there in the last month. We've been pretty good for most of the year, but last week was okay. But the week before against Castleford, very similar to today, and you know, you've got pretty much the same scoreline, same result. Having
said all that, there was an intensity about Warrington today, probably given their circumstances and needing a win to boost their spirits. How tough did that make it, especially from the get-go?
Yeah, I just think we played them into it. You know, we made errors consistently right from the kick-off. So yeah, they were, you know, we knew they were going to be you know, huffing and puffing because their season's on the line. But you know, I think with a good performance, we could have really just taken the wind out of them, and we didn't do it. You know, they started well, both halves, and that's where the game was won.
How frustrating was it at the start of the second half, given all of that work you'd put in at the end of the first half to claw your way back into the game?
Yeah, it was just, like I said, it was just a continuation of the whole game. I think we probably had a 10-minute period in the first half where it wasn't pretty, but we rolled through to the end of our sets. We kicked, we chased, and we worked hard, and we got a bit of field position, and we scored a couple of tries. But you know, we did that for 10 minutes. Whereas, you know, the game goes for 80, so that sort of explains where we're at today.
First half, the video referee decision regarding Jordan Rapina's try/no try. Where do you stand on that one?
Yeah, I don't know the rule, so yeah, I can't tell you. He looked like he dropped the ball to me. I don't want to get into referees and decisions, mate. We just want to do it.
Taking into account all the errors that were out there today, 24-10. It could have been a lot worse, I suppose.
Yeah, it's, like I said, don't doubt our tenacity and our courage in defence. It's there for everyone to see, but we don't want to be known as a side that's, you know, defends our try line well. It's, you know, we put ourselves in that position, so that's expected of you as a player, you know, as a Super League player, especially at this club. It's expected of you to defend your try line, but we don't want to be doing it for 70 minutes out of the 80.
How much do you think it's hurting you as a side that Will Price and John Asiata, two key spine players, are still sat on the sidelines?
Yeah, mate, I'm not going to talk about referees or who's not here. That had nothing to do with our game today. You know, we played poorly, and you know, we sit at the end of the game losing the game. So yeah, doesn't matter who's in our side. If we turn in performances like that with the ball, we're not going to win. So we'll worry about who's on the field next week.
Where do you go from here? What does training look like next week? Is it going to be a tough week for the side?
Yeah, it's just got to be honesty and intense. You know, I think they understand where we're at and why we had to defend the way we did, and why the scoreboard was the way it was. So areas there that, you know, it's not something that's happened all year. So whether we can put it down to just, you know, the like a little bit of confidence on the back of that Castleford loss. We weren't all that good last week. You know, we did what we had to do to win, and then we've come here today and not perform well. So yeah, we need to address a few things.
All right, thanks, Carty.